The strange and graphic job of a forensic crime scene cleaner is about what you'd expect. Arriving on the scene of a crime after all the photos and evidence have been taken away and cleaning up the bloody remains until the place looks like new. But even odder than the fact that sweeping up human brains off the floor is a job, is the fact that in most cases the businesses called upon to do it have no relationship to the police. Many forensic crime scene cleaners are small businesses with specific guidelines and regulations created by OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. So if you were ever curious who on the police force got stuck with wiping guts off the wall, the answer is a smart businessman down the street who doesn't mind getting his hands dirty at a nice $60,000 a year. Some might debate if the $30,000 yearly paycheck is worth it, but septic tank cleaning and repair is a booming industry. Repairmen are constantly called in to check out the sludge and waste awaiting them in public septic tanks, and the things that they find are often even more disgusting than thick layers of human feces. Reports of used condoms, bloody bandages, and even disembodied body parts have been found jammed up in septic tanks, all culminating in one of the most sickening smells you can ever imagine. So while we want these repairmen to have a job, please refrain from stuffing any dead bodies or other unnecessary items down the toilet. It just makes their jobs a lot more difficult. One never knows what to expect when they sign up to become a hazmat driver. All they know is they'll be handling and transporting incredibly dangerous materials, from unstable chemical concoctions to highly corrosive acid. Hazmat drivers deal with deadly material ranging from nuclear plants where spillage can lead to catastrophic and explosive consequences, to the homes of serial killers, where vats of acid have been used to disintegrate a body. With an average pay of about $45,000 a year and only a high school education necessary for the job, it's a career that many have found fairly fulfilling and even enjoy the danger of it. However, one slip-up could easily cost more than your life, as spilling hazmat waste could entirely poison a water supply, ruining massive groundwork, or in extreme cases, melt away the human body. Every year, a team of professional taste testers gets together in England to provide a service for the greater good. They taste the newest cat foods and judge them on if they're up to quality for our feline friends. Cat food tasting is fairly bizarre, but comes with a number of health regulations that we humans have to pass before the kitty kibble can be set out to the public market. And while a cat's diet and a human's is radically different, human beings are generally capable of digesting the majority of a cat's diet without any extreme problems. The judges carry a rubric that asks how the food is in regards to taste, texture, consistency, health, and portion size per can. If manufacturers pass the test, they can start mass production and distribution, and rake in the millions the cat food market offers. But Cat Food Taste Tester is a walk in the park, considering that one job entails arguably one of the most degrading and demoralizing acts of all time. In order to conduct certain studies, some scientists need certain tools. In this case, that tool is the sperm of a specific animal, which means a phone call to an animal masturbator. Animal masturbators provide the exact service as their title implies. It is their job to safely collect the semen of an animal and deliver it to the scientific center that ordered it. The method of collection depends on the animal. For cows, they are prodded continuously while two hands stroke the penis until ejaculation occurs. We don't have time to go through every method for every animal, and we're not quite sure if we'll endorse you looking this career up either. Worse yet, the job provides a number of dangers and has even come at the cost of human life. Animal masturbators have been gored, crushed, kicked, mauled, and bitten while performing their service, truly adding insult to injury. Unsurprisingly, an average salary has not yet been given by any animal masturbators union. But animals provide for humans not just the degrading position of animal masturbator, they also give us the opportunity to follow our dreams of becoming a manure inspector. Inspecting the feces of another species can actually provide more answers about health than one might expect. Manure inspectors at zoos or as part of clinical studies can discover just what in an animal's diet might be causing a specific problem, or what size portions they need to change, or even if there is something wrong internally with the digestion tract. But the dual purpose of manure inspection is to deliver the manure to a processing plant, where it can be turned into fertilizer to help soil and plants all over the world. As one might expect, this job comes with the expectation of spending much of your day wading through the bloody diarrhea of an elephant and coming across some boldly disgusting concoctions of smells. But even that cannot compare to the duties of a porta potty cleaner. Though at $60,000 a year, this position is easily one of the most high-paying of the worst jobs you could have. Dressed from head to toe in protective covering, porta potty cleaners arm themselves with a power hose and step inside the world left behind from a multitude of humans at festivals, theme parks, and cookouts. They first remove the bulk of the mess from the undercarriage of the porta potty in proper waste disposal methods, and then spend the rest of the time using their high-powered hoses to splash away the filth clinging to the walls. Due to the immense force of the water, this calls for a lot of dirty splashback, often leaving feces sliding down the protective gear. It's also proven to be a dangerous job, as porta potties can be easily tipped over. There have been a number of reported cases in which a porta potty cleaner found themselves trapped in a tipped porta potty without having yet been able to remove the undercarriage. On average, it's estimated that this person will clean anywhere from 10 to 70 porta potties a day. While there aren't many to be found today due to the extreme virtual accessibility of the porn industry, the role of the porn house theater janitor was among one of the worst jobs anyone could ask for. Not only would they find themselves mopping up spilled buttery popcorn and soda from the sticky floor, they would always be cleaning human sperm off the seats due to overly excited guests. It should be noted that masturbation in a public theater, even one showing pornography, is still illegal. But any porn house janitor can tell you that doesn't stop just about anyone who attends a late-night showing. While not disgusting in the slightest, the role of a newspaper reporter has now become one of the worst jobs you can get in the United States. With an average salary of $37,000, writers are forced to work in close confines with an assortment of disinteresting subjects, and are often laid off due to the fact that newspapers can no longer justify their staff with dismal sales. Thanks to the internet, many newspapers have gone completely online, forgoing their physical forms and cutting nearly all of their printing staff. One online entity even called newspapers a career death sentence, despite the fact that journalism departments in colleges all over the nation are booming. The classic position of the taxi driver is not only under siege, but now proves to be one of the worst jobs in the world. With an average salary of only $25,000 a year, cab drivers now find themselves competing with ride-sharing services like Uber and Lyft to a frustrating degree. Not only are cab prices astronomically high in comparison, but for the first few years, nearly all of the money from fares goes to payment of the car from the cab rental service. Combine that with long hours, unstable work environment, and unruly customers, and you've got a recipe for disaster.